All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. That's all praises to the world-class God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name of Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful like preaching His word in truth and sincerity. On the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will with another video to edify. And I wanted to, make my spiritual assessment of this article that came out. I know the brothers already touched on it. Right, America's largest hate groups, Southern Poverty Law Center, reported that a number of white nationalist hate groups increased 55% throughout the Trump era. From 2017 to 2019, 2020, the number of hate crimes reached the highest level in more than a decade, the FBI reported. Now, the other part of this is the fact that now they want to lump in the Israelites, and even more, they want to lump in Great Millstone into all these groups that say we promote hate, and they got us at number 6, Great Millstone in general, and all we do is preach the word. We don't tell you to bring no guns out to camp, none of that. All right? We tell you, let Esau have it. Unless they sit here and get physical and shit with you, we tell you, let Esau have it. Cops come around, agree with the adversary quickly. We ain't doing nothing. Right? But they got Sicaria at like number 11. They got the UPK at number 4. They got IUIC at number 3. And the thing I'll say on this is nothing more than the scriptures playing out, because here it is. You get this, man. It's Revelation. Revelation 11 and 10. It says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry. Right? And I got to start up. Start at 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And this is that valley, right? We'll get that. Ezekiel 37. And I started to, it says, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. They're talking about the bones, the Israelites, right? Because without the word of the Lord, without the Spirit, we had no fatness, no moisture in us. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, thou knowest. Again he prophesied unto me, saying, then said he unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Most High. And that's what's happened. Right? The prophecies have gone out. We've prophesied. Men have woken up. Right? So those dead bodies, going in Revelation 11 and 8, right? They're in the midst of Sodom, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which is America. Well, also our Lord was crucified, because look what they do to the name of the Lord, the word. They make the Lord a joke. They put him to an open shame. They assassinate his character. It says, verse 9, it says, and the people, and it says, and they are the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Right? Because they don't restore our state. They don't tell us who we are. So the Lord had to send men within the spirit and power to tell us who we were. Right? And I'm going to go back to the Ezekiel 37. What it says right here, it says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry. And that's what they've done. Every nation has used us as a point of laughter to get off. Right? These nations, when they took us down, there's a scripture I'm looking for. Yeah, it's in verse 10. It says, and shall send gifts one to another. When you go back into the Old Testament, it says, is this not the day? Lamentation 2. Right, because this was a celebration when we went down to the heathen. Right, this is Lamentation 2. And was that Ecclesiastes? Yeah, Lamentation 2. And 13 it says, what thing I take to witness for thee, and one thing shall I liken thee, O daughter of Jerusalem. What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach is great like the sea, who can heal thee. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee. They have not discovered thy iniquity to turn away the captivity, but they have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that pass by clap their hands at thee, and hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth, and they say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for. We have found it, we have seen it. And this is how the heathen are rolled. They see the state that we're in. They see that we're broken down. And the elite of their nations, they know who we are. Even some of these low-level heathen in these other nations, they know who we are. Right? But then they know, like, yo, this is the day we was waiting on. We needed these niggas to go down. They understand that. So that's why I said right here in Revelation 11 and 10, it says, and shall make merry and send gifts from one to another, because this was a celebration when they got us. Now, reading back in verse 10, Revelation 11:10, finishing it up, it says, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt upon the earth. And that's what this is. Now, you put us on this list is because you see the torment we're bringing you. Because these bones, right, have been brought back together through the preaching of the word. So you want to, in the major group that does the most work, is Great Millstone, right, is a work camp, right? You got to be ready and willing to work when you get over here, man. So back in Ezekiel 37:4, it says, and again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Right? And that's what's happening. What is the breath? This is Wisdom of Solomon. 7:24 says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. She is the breath of the power of the Most High. So when the Lord caused his breath to go into the bones, he gave us back the wisdom and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. You see? So when the Lord blew on us the breath right here, back in Ezekiel 37:5, it says, thus say Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. That wisdom came back. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Right? That's what's happening. It says, so I prophesied, and as I commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. The tribes being brought back together. Right? The families being brought back together through what? The understanding of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, the true knowledge of these scriptures. And Esau seen that noise, he's heard that noise, because when you go to this group, you see them basically queuing up four of the largest groups: Sakari, Great Millstone, which is the most work-oriented one, ISUPK, IUIC, right? And the main one that goes into all the prophecies, all the breakdown, right? The ones that cause everybody else to update shit, right? Now they labeling all of us. So let me get this. And keep reading on this. It says, verse 8. It says, and when I behold, lo, the sinews in the flesh come upon them, and the skin covered them above, and there was no breath in them. You see, a lot of people, they got the title, they understood that now they're Israelites, but the understanding, right, the wisdom didn't fully enter in yet. You just knew, right? Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus say Yahweh power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. So I prophesied, and they came as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. And this is why Esau is going to label us a hate group, because he sees these things. Just like Pharaoh said, at least they be joined unto my enemies, right? He put us in hardcore bondage. Well, Esau is going to follow that same state, where he's going to look at us and see this and say, at least they go into my enemies and they join them and overthrow me. At least a war break out. He said, at least there be war and they join into my enemies. But we ain't joining the fucking heathen. We're going to stick with the Lord, because that's the real enemy Esau got to worry about. Because what we're doing is a spiritual thing. But now the eye is on us. This is I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, here it is. This is Psalm 17:9. It says, from the wicked that oppress me, for my deadly enemies who compass me about. And this is what this is. This is nothing more than compassing about. Because what Esau is doing, he's doing exactly what it says in Revelation. Get it. Revelation 12:10, it says, and I heard a voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Now that word accuser goes back into the word, let me get it, categoreo, and he's categorizing us, putting us in a category so that he can justify, hey, all those in this category need to be wrapped up. They need to be not reprimanded, but they need to be thrown in prison and given this type of judgment. And that's why he's putting it, because we don't have any record of hurting nobody. So how the hell are we dangerous? Right? It says to accuse before a judge, to make an accusation or an extrajudicial accusation. Right? To charge with some offense, accuse. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to charge us with some offense. And just like they did with Yahushua, those offenses couldn't stand, because Yahushua was blameless. And if you followed Yahushua, you're walking in a blameless way as well. Now, back in Psalm 17:10, it says they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their faces bowing down to the earth. And that's what Esau's doing. Just like a lion. When he sets his face bowing down to the earth, he's getting the lowest level he can to hide and obscure the vision of him through the tall grass. And how does Esau do that? He does that with his words, his policies. But all these is him bowing down to the earth, getting ready to pounce. It says, like as a lion that is greedy of its prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. And that's how Esau's rolling. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And that's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to disappoint him. Right? The scriptures tell you, who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? This is nothing but Esau trying to lay a charge to us. But the Lord is going to disappoint him. He's going to deliver us from the hand of the wicked. Because these two prophets have tormented him. And now he wants to make a move. Right? Because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. Because he knows that we're not for his turn. We bring up his wickedness. We bring up the charges that are set against him in heaven. You know? The Lord willing, this is edified. I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshai, Bashem, Crocodile, Shalom.